2018 is almost done and dusted. Time for a quick look back and a quick look forward to what's coming in 2019. Hi, my name is Gary Strawn. Welcome to Development That Pays, now one of the largest Agile channels on YouTube. In fact, in the last couple of days, we went through the 20,000 subscriber milestone. That's a total that I never in my wildest dreams thought we would reach. So thank you indeed for being a subscriber. Thank you also for all of your comments during the year. This is just a tiny selection of the many, many lovely comments that I received during the year. I will pick out a couple for special mention. Some of you, it seems, like my accent, and some of you not so much. Of all the comments I received through the year, I think this one might be my favourite, although this one's pretty good as well. But I didn't please everyone. And I didn't fool everyone either. Can you hear that? It's raining again. It's been raining most of the day. It's a proper cold, wet, miserable December day. In fact, I've waited about 4 hours to come and film this, hoping the rain would stop, which it did for about 10 minutes. Just enough to lure me into a false sense of security. But we soldier on regardless. One of the things that comes into the category of could have done better this year was my publishing schedule. You may have noticed the schedule has been just a little bit patchy. There were mitigating circumstances, a new job with a very long commute, and we travelled a little bit more than we would normally, which of course was nice. But a third reason was probably the real reason, which is I was making a lot of videos that most of you will not have seen. That's because they were tucked away inside my first ever course, Agile Estimating and Planning Beyond Story Points and Planning Poker. This is a project that I thought would take a few weeks and actually took a few months. Oh, the irony. As a very quick aside, the course is currently closed, but it will be opening in the new year. So if you'd like to get on the waiting list for that, you'll find a link in the description below. What else happened during the year? Well, videos on Scrum and Kanban continued to do well, but I also dabbled in other areas, most notably Scrumban. The Scrumban mini-series went off like a rocket, and the reaction was such that I was inspired to kiss and make up with LinkedIn and create a Scrumban group over there, a group that already has 300 members. And of course, if you're interested in Scrumban, I'd love to have you on board again. You'll find a link in the description below. Now, those episodes on Scrumban and that their course on Agile Estimating and Planning, they didn't come about by accident. They came about because you asked me about them. Well, maybe not you personally, but I think you know what I mean. And as we move into 2019, I want to get even better at providing stuff that would be useful for you. And there are several ways that you can make your voice heard. Earlier this year, I started a Facebook group, Getting Things Done with Agile, and if you haven't already joined, you are most welcome. As always, you'll find a link in the description. Another way to get your voice heard is via the annual Bad Santa survey, which just so happens to be running at this very minute. Last year I was somewhat inundated with responses, so this year I'm cutting it short. I'm going to close it down on Christmas Eve, so you don't have that long to get over there and fill it in, but don't wait until the last minute. You know what you're like. Get over there now. You will find a link, of course you will, in the description. Most of the questions in the survey are optional and the responses are completely anonymous. However, if you do provide me with an email address, I will pop the results to you in January, possibly February at the very latest. I may also include, hey, it's Christmas, of course I will include the results from last year and the results from the year before. Now, we are in the run-up to Christmas, and I know what that can mean. It might mean that you've already been at the sherry. And if that's the case, I understand that you may not have the energy to click a link. But if you can just muster up a tiny bit of strength, then I'd really appreciate a comment in the comments below. Anything you like, it's Christmas. And that just about puts the wraps on 2018. Thanks again for your fantastic support throughout the year. And whether or not you celebrate Christmas, may I take this opportunity to wish you and yours a peaceful and happy end to the year. And I look forward to seeing you in 2019. Cheers for now.